DJ and PK, it's 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone. The Utah Jazz bounce back with a win, PK. Win number 14. Are you worried that we're not quite halfway through the year? And despite the fact they've been tanking a little bit, they're still sitting on 14 wins? Or do you figure after the All-Star break, there is a theory out there after the All-Star break, let Markkanen get the All-Star thing, and then they're going to shut him down because they don't want to end up near 30 wins, which is the pace they're on.
Yeah, I don't see either of these guys making the All-Star team.
I've heard people talk about Chianti. I don't see it either.
I mean,
where they sit in the standings, it's hard.
It's the standings. It's not their ability.
Right. Teams in this location in the standings.
You're not going to get two.
You shouldn't, because you really have two All-Stars. You have a better record. There it is.
Yeah. And they're both fine players. I mean, George should most definitely have a most improved type of
he's got to be in the hunt for that, right?
Yeah, I mean, the guy's been awesome, except for a game or two. I think that if they play their guys, I would be petrified.
But you figure they're not going to.
Well, if they want to pick, they can't.
Yeah.
And criticize them all you want. You go live in Utah and try to build a championship team. To borrow a little bit of Derek Harper.
Just mix and match.
Yeah. I mean, they're doing what they have to do. They're doing what Philadelphia did. Yeah. They're doing what Detroit did. They're doing what San Antonio did.
Oklahoma City.
Well, Oklahoma City gets the big trade, though, so they get the...
They did, but they missed the playoffs for 6 years.
Right, but I don't know that they're this great without the trade.
I agree. They had to do the trade, too.
And the trade was one of the best trades in the history of sports.
And at some point, the Jazz are going to have to make a really good trade. And it probably won't be as good as that trade because that's an all-time trade.
Right. So because, and I agree with you, they're probably not going to be able to make a trade like that. That reinforces the need to do what they're doing now.
They need to hit in the draft.
Yes.
They either need to get a top pick and get a top player, in the right year, and this year looks like that year, or they need to do what Danny Ainge referenced 4 years ago when he was introduced, in that, you hit on Stockton Malone in the middle of the first round. You hit on Antetokounmpo in the middle of the first round. There are great players that have gone mid to late first round. Do that. You got to do something. As you like to say, the charge never changes. Make the team better, find better players, and you got to find them wherever you can. Find your all-stars in the middle of the first round.
Well, sure. And with them set up with the multiple draft picks, they'll have those opportunities. But still, odds-wise, and that's all it is odds.
This is a great opportunity.
You draft, the better chance you have.
This is a great opportunity. And who's to say, only hit once? I mean, Oklahoma City hit 3 times drafting first, second, and fourth. Excuse me, the Spurs hit 3 times drafting first, second, and fourth. Oklahoma City did it more. I mean, they did get Holmgren and the trade for 2 of their guys, but they hit on an undrafted free agent, and they hit on guys who were picked later.
They're going to have to sit dudes, particularly.
Yeah. And that's why the whole after All-Star thing, which I haven't been told, I've only heard that as media speculation, but maybe these other media members, everybody's working sources, maybe they've heard something, they know something.
I don't know.
Or maybe they're just guessing it's got to happen.
Does anybody care about All-Stars?
I would think that the appetite for All-Stars in Utah, given that this is going to be the 4th straight year missing the playoffs, is really low.
It was fun to have him make it when the game was here.
But in retrospect,
the game's in Los Angeles now.
But in retrospect, was it worth it? It doesn't feel like it to me.
I'd have to go back and check it out.
I'm not the guy who got my first All-Star appearance. And I do think a lot of these honor/stat-based stuff, like the first time, because it does change the way people view you to go out and score 50 for the first time or get your first triple-double or get your first All-Star or get your first All-NBA. But it's the winning where the real fun is.
You remember your first kiss.
Hey, now.
And then you remember when you won.
I was losing air there. Did I sound like a tire losing air? I got a nail in my bike tire. Hold on, guys.
You go what? Why did you do that?
I got to walk this thing now.
I thought you were a snake there for a second.
Oh, a snake? No.
You were hissing at me.
I was about to say something.
I covered.
Changed my mind. Yeah, you did. You did. In retrospect.
I'm fine.
But at the time, it looked dangerous. Dangerous if Yak laughed in there. broke up whatever stat he's looking up right
my
now.
job is the line.
Oh, I know.
Right.
Somebody described a long time ago, maybe it was you. I'm up front driving the bus. You're in the back with a piece of paper tearing up little pieces. Oh, was that me?
Yeah.
I didn't even remember that.
What are you talking about? This is from you.
I seriously did not remember that. You got the straw and you're and you got to make those spit wads land up there on the ceiling up there by the bus driver.
Right. That was your analogy.
Okay.
Somebody.
That's
Somebody told me once. Oh, wait, it was me.
I don't even remember. Somewhere out there on Quarry Road on that 20-minute bus drive, we all got bored.
So I got to get as close to the line as I can.
Yes.
While still staying on the proper side.
There it is.
The good thing is that heaven and hell does not break loose if I should actually go over a half a foot like someplace else.
Got a long streak of meeting free days. And we're enjoying that.
So I think it was fine to make the All-Star team. I don't know what the benefit would have been from him not making it. So I'm fine there.
And I don't know how much of it is All-Star driven. It could well be that. But it also could just be a fact of you have to get later in the calendar before you can find a reason to shut somebody down, and then you have to shut them down for a shorter period of time. So it may not even be about the All-Star recognition.
Why do you have to do that? Just sit them down. Pay the fine.
Well, Ace Bailey was worth a six-figure fine. Was it $1 or $150? I can't remember now. But either way,
what is that? And then don't crack on the Jazz. League, change your rules. If you don't like it, change your rules.
They have changed the rules multiple times, and it hasn't slowed the tanking down much at all.
Right. And it is the sport where tanking is the most purposeful because of one individual.
It's the most rewarded.
And
it's the nature of the sport.
And there are plenty of really good players, but there are only a few elite.
I will say that they have, with this recent thing, I think they've moved the line on tanking, the combination of this new formula, and now people have had a few years to see how the formula really works, and the fact that they're finding people, because it does look right now, and maybe somebody will really tank in the second half, won't get there, but it looks like right now everyone's going to get to 20 wins. And there have been plenty of years a couple teams didn't get to 20 wins.
But that doesn't matter, because the perception around the fan base is that's a
These
league
teams
of
are still tanking. Yeah.
So whether you get to 15, 20, or 25, you just move the bag back.
That's exactly, yes.
Yeah.
How I started this. They've moved the line or the bag.
Yeah, but the result is
it
still the same.
It still doesn't feel like teams are crushing it.
What are you supposed to do? Give me a better way. I'm open for it. The Angels are open for it. Ryan Smith is open for it. The Man in the Moon is open for it. But give me a better way.
You can do the one chance in 14. Everybody who misses the playoffs, but then you worry about teams who are 8 saying, I'd rather have a 1 in 14 chance to get A.J. DeBonta or a 1 in 14 chance to get Boozer, 1 in 14 chance, whoever it is.
I'm telling you, open it up.
Oh, so the 1 in 30, and then the screaming when the Spurs get it again will be nonstop, or the Lakers or the Knicks. The screaming.
Yeah, but their odds are longer to get it.
But if they hit it with that, somebody's going to hit on a 3. If you do that, basically it's a 3% chance. Be a 3.3% chance.
Yeah, but this is an entertainment league. Instead of that dopey show that they have, this would be must-watch television. And then you don't have to go through to fill an hour or half an hour with nonsense. You can get right to it, man.
No, they would still half-hour nonsense because it's an entertainment league. It's another half-hour show and more spots. They draw one out. Oh, you're 30. It's not you, Atlanta. Boom. They draw another one out. Oh, it's not you, Toronto. And it would just be a process of elimination. We're down to 15. We'll take a break. We'll be back.
No, that's not the way you do it. No. You do it. You give people who are still in it a rose.
Okay, fine.
And then something else.
Uh-huh.
And then you start at rose and you build up from there.
And at the end? Mike Folta's Lamborghini.
Whatever it might be. You can have untold opportunity here to make this thing so dramatic. That's the only way to eliminate tanking. Literally the only way. Everybody has an equal chance. So there's 0 point in doing it. And then the fans would love it. Who wants to go Saturday night, fork out money, and go see that crap that was on display last Saturday? Nobody wants to see that. Literally no one.
It's 45-14. We go to the second quarter.
You didn't have a good time on that. It was fun to get out of the house and go there and all, and the anticipation of it, and you build your day around it. That didn't change. But then you can see George play or Kevin Love. Kevin Love was all sorts of fired up last night. I mean, it meant something for him.
Yep.
And he has embraced being the elder statesman on this team and having fun with it, recognizing the situation. And good for him. Life is short. Why sit around and mope? Kevin Love is having a good time with it, and then get him out there, hit a couple of threes, and if you win, great. If you lose, you're not penalized. I am giving them the solution, and those bimbos don't want to take it. Hi ho! I have solved your problem. Listen to me. I'm a Jersey guy. I lived right across the water. I could hit a 9-iron to your office. I know what I'm talking about. I grew up with the Knicks. The New York Knickerbockers. You see what I'm saying?
More importantly, how close were you to the studios for the show in Secaucus? You could just walk over. 20 minutes? 15.
Yeah, I get on 287. I was hitchhiking at 10 years old.
Of course you were.
Get a ride. It was Jersey. Everything they knew not to mess with me. And so, yeah, Secaucus? Come on. You want to go to Secaucus? I'll take you to Secaucus.
DJ PK, it's 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone. We'll come back with everything you missed in this show. More football on the way, including the championship prediction. Stay with us.
This is Hans Olsen and Scotty G.
Don't touch that button.
Check this out.
Eric Weddle, kind enough to join us.
We need to get back to players that want to be a part of our university, that will appreciate what the university can give them. The culture, the buy-in, what Coach Morgan and those guys are going to be emphasizing day in and day out of being great men on and off the field, right? Future leaders, future husbands and fathers, like those programs are what I want my son to be a part of. It's not the guys that are money hungry. We're not going to beg people to stay at our university. We're not going to overpay guys because they got other universities that are offering more money. Then if that's the case and you don't appreciate what this school can give you, then good luck, because we're going to be fine. The University of Utah is an amazing school with amazing support, and those who want to be a part of it, let's ride.
It's Hans and Scotty. Weekdays from noon to 3. Presented by Mountain Land Supply on 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
Slacker Radio Headlines brought to you by Trajan Wealth. Call Trajan Wealth today, your local trusted financial fiduciary. Call them at 801-210-6800 or visit their website at trajanwealth.com. Talked about a lot of things today, including briefly Brooks Koepka, PK. He's been reinstated to return to the tour after leaving the PGA Tour for the LIV Tour in 2022. Now, he's got to make a $5 million contribution to a charity that the tour will select. He'll have no access to FedEx Cup bonus money in 2026, no sponsor exemptions to the $20 million signature events, and most importantly, no equity grants in the PGA Tour for the next 5 years. The financial hit that Koepka will absorb could be worth anywhere from $50 to $85 million, somewhat offsetting the reported $125 million he was given to join LIV. Also, in some of the big money tournaments here that he's going to go into, the signature tournaments, if he qualifies, they will expand the field so he won't take a spot away from somebody else.
Yeah.
Which is a good touch, and I think they had to do that. I grew up with the PGA Tour. These guys are independent contractors. Well, so if that's true, what does it matter? Goes to LIV. He's an independent contractor. You don't have a contract with him. So what? Now, they're redoing everything they said for years. It may not have been true at the time, but it's definitely not true now that they have these equity payouts they're going to be getting. They are, employee owners of
and how
their
much
own
of
company.
that was forced upon them by the LIV?
I think a lot, if not all.
Right.
100%.
Right. I don't think the LIV is going to make it. Certainly in this country, it hasn't taken off.
No.
I've paid very little attention to it.
And the players feel it.
Yes. And I don't care that they can play music and wear shorts. It just doesn't do anything for me.
I don't know the courses. I don't know most of the guys. There's no rhythm to it like there is to the PGA Tour.
Right.
I'm not even sure when they're playing and when they're not.
Right. We know that they didn't play Kapalua last week, but now they're going to be on Oahu, and then they'll come over here, and and away we go. Next week is Palm Springs, and they have the West Coast Swing, and we'll see if they make changes in the coming years. They've talked about that. To me, I get some people are hardliners, and you leftists. You crossed the line, basically. We were on a picket, and you crossed it by doing that. That's kind of an analogy that I think is appropriate. For me, I just want to see the best players play. I don't care who they are, what their backgrounds are. And
that's ultimately that right there. This is where you're
one of the best players.
This is where you're a man of the people.
Yeah.
And it's recognized by a lot of people, maybe not all, but a lot of people in the PGA Tour, and most importantly, the PGA Tour leadership. Koepka makes the field stronger. It's what the sponsors want. It's what the TV networks want.
Right.
And they know it. They know it's what the gallery wants, right? All those people want it, and they know it's Koepka. There's about 4 people they really want back. I mean, some people win at the end of the career.
DeChambeau, Rahm.
Yes.
Who else?
And it's Cam.
The kid, the Australian.
Yes. Smith. They want him back. And these guys have won majors. And the people who win majors put butts in seats, either on in the lazy boy in front of the TV, or they're the ones who, when they come to your town, you go out on the course because you want to see them in person.
Oh, yeah, you follow them.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's if they're playing in pro-ams, it's who all these high-rolling executives writing big checks want to play with.
And they need stars. I mean, they were fortunate in that, Bird and Magic saved the NBA. Well, I don't know that he saved the tour, but he certainly elevated to the levels that we hadn't seen, and that's Tiger. But he's out. He's 50 years old.
Yep. With a host of physical problems.
Scheffler is a phenomenal player.
He needs rivals.
But he's up there. Oh, my gosh. This. What does this mean 5 minutes later?
Yeah.
I get what he's saying. What does it mean 5 minutes later?
He's not wrong, but he's not selling it.
Yeah.
Right. But also what sells it is everybody's got their guy. Some people made you love Scheffler for that stuff. I mean, he's got his fans. He's got his right. But somebody else.
Because he's got game.
But somebody else is going to love Koepka, and somebody else is going to love DeChambeau. And it just gives you a better chance of putting more recognizable names on the first page of the leaderboard.
DeChambeau has more personality.
Yes. Well, what he's done with
there's no question about it. He's got more personality.
With YouTube and doing these videos, going around the country, these courses with the camera crew, and I'm going to try to break the course record
and
the
he
first time.
shows more emotion.
Yes. And connects with the people and looks like he cares a little bit about the fans.
They could have used Fowler to be better.
Yes, that would have been good.
I mean, he's good, obviously, to play at that level.
Sure.
But
if he had 4 majors like some of these other guys,
he's a personality.
Yeah.
Right? Little dude, just has it more.
Well, he's got charisma.
Yeah. So these guys, Rahm's got it.
They need him back, and his game is really falling off.
Liv
has not helped his game.
What are you doing? Where are you? Where are you playing? I knew when I went to Phoenix that I could see Jon Rahm. He lives there. He basically lives across the street, and he could drive over. But he wasn't there. Why is Jon Rahm not at Phoenix? It makes no sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He went there, he lives there, married somebody from there, and he's not playing, and it's right down the street.
So the thinking is that Koepka, even though there'll be some personal offenses to men, and he has really directly acknowledged that, and not, his quotes, he knows. He's got bridges to rebuild and relationships to repair. But at the same time,
he didn't shoot anybody.
The overall gist of this is, and a couple players have said this, is, well, now that we have equity in the tour, we know he's good for business. So now him coming back is lucrative for us.
Yes.
And the same for DeChambeau, and the same for Cam Smith, and the same for Jon Rahm.
Right. And if the live is sacrificed, honestly, I don't care.
The only thing I think the Live brought out of all the things they brought is I think, and it's where I think the PGA Tour can make more money, except it's not clear that A, the players want to play anymore, or B, travel anymore, but Live going to countries that don't get the golf celebrities, the top golf stars that often, That's a good idea. And if there's some way for the PGA to do some type of, talk about the Western swing, if there was some type of series of international events, and players would, they'd opt in or not, because I still think the independent contractor thing holds to a large degree. You got to play some minimum number of tournaments, which apparently Koepka is going to be required to play 15. But golf is big in Korea, in Japan. It is big in Australia and New Zealand. It is big in South Africa. It is big in Brazil. Like, there's places they can go and make money. And I think they ought to go during the NFL season. That's the time to go to the Southern Hemisphere anyway. When the weather's getting bad here, it's getting good there. Now, guys, I don't think they want to play 30 weeks a year, and I don't think they want to travel that intensely. So that would, that will harm some tournaments here in the U.S. if it takes off. But I think there's a definite appetite for that.
But I don't care.
I know.
I want to see my guys on my TV.
Yeah, everything else.
I have a small
about
TV,
Live, right.
and I want to sit there and watch it.
Mm-hmm. You do not. Although you do broadcast from a closet, I've been notified. I got a big TV.
Right. I got a small TV, and I want to see my guys on my small TV.
So Koepka absorbs a hit.
I don't know what to tell you.
Koepka absorbs a hit of $50 to $85 million, but since he got $125 million to join Live, he's, you don't have to cry for him.
Nobody cares about that.
Yeah. And now we'll see the other three guys. Do they take the deal? I think Rahm's a little further from the end of his deal, but DeChambeau's close. So will he be next?
I would.
The door isn't open on this deal forever, apparently, but it's also not clear how long it is open for.
Well, I think they're posturing.
Mm-hmm. They want him back, and they want to crush
Take it now, or forget it forever.
Well, the thing is, the clock is running on DeChambeau. Isn't he in his 30s now?
Well, it's running on everyone.
Yeah. All right, we talked a lot of football. The playoff game, Texans up 10-6 early in the fourth quarter, but they get two defensive scores and blow the game wide open, and they win 30-6. I'm figuring that's the last time we see Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, no, not at all.
On an NFL field with a helmet on.
Okay, you got me there.
Okay. He retires at this
Doesn't
point.
Doesn't he seem like
think.
a Barkley? He can't just go away.
Yeah, I'd agree.
And I'm not saying he should.
And there's more media opportunities than ever now.
Right.
So, I could see him ending up on one of the he's been on with McAfee before. If he does a weekly NFL appearance to talk about NFL football, McAfee.
He's got to do more. I think it's just his personality.
Yeah.
He loves to shuck and jive. He loves to tweak.
Mm-hmm.
He loves to lecture. He loves to all those things. And, Barkley loves the fame of it, and he's funny, blah, blah, blah. And I see Aaron Rodgers, a different style, but I see him wanting the attention in the way that Barkley has had it all these years.
Houston's going to New England. Does that generate any emotion at all?
Yes.
These are kind of like two blank slates as far as recent history. Are you all about CJ? CJ's going to break through here. Houston's going to get to an AFC title game at some point.
The New England rebuild under Vrabel has intrigued me immensely.
Because
it just is just that, man. They found another way. Is Kraft going to have another 10-year dynasty? Or, not winning it every year, but be in the mix after being as great as they were and then slumping. This is what the Bulls tried to do post-MJ, and they haven't been able to do it. And is New England going to be able to do it? I would be a fan of that. And I Stroud at the Rose Bowl, I came away in love with that guy.
Yeah. So they're putting together a string of playoff appearances with him. When can they break through, get to that AFC title game that has eluded Houston since they rejoined the league?
Yeah, it had the Bills and the Chiefs there in front of them.
Yep.
So now you don't have
the path
one of them.
is cleared. Somebody's going to walk through that door. That's that Texans-Patriots game is Sunday, 1 o'clock on ESPN and ABC. And then the rest of it's set. The Broncos are Saturday afternoon on CBS playing the Bills.
Who's Saturday night?
Niners Seahawks, 6 o'clock on Fox.
Nice.
The NBC game is Rams and Bears. LA and Chicago, two mega markets. Ought to be a gazillion viewers for that game. Those are two intriguing storylines. The Rams trying to get back to the top of the mountain.
Wait, who's the Saturday night game? I thought you just told me the Rams.
Saturday night is 49ers Seahawks.
Oh, 40. Okay, up the
NFC
team.
West, the third go-round. Let's do it again. Seahawks dominated the last night of the regular season, but 2 weeks later, who knows who's to say.
Right.
The Rams and Bears are Sunday at 4:30. So there you go.
That works for me.
And John Harbaugh interviewed with the Falcons.
This is an NFL playoff weekend. I can watch every game.
Yeah. Yeah, at this point.
I don't
Divisional
have a
round.
team, so I don't care who's in.
I'm with you. But it's, these, I don't know that any of these teams generate that much emotion, negative or positive. Nationally.
I don't
like
care.
The Patriots were evil for a while. It'd be, the Patriots, the cheaters.
You
But
go
there's
into that
nobody-
negative. I don't do that.
Oh, people do that all the time. But I just don't think that these 8 teams.
I would
don't even
never
have them.
watch a game with the sole intent of rooting against somebody or
Right.
something.
Yeah.
I want to see greatness.
Well, we'll want to see greatness, but unless it's the Rams or Niners, these other 6 teams, the Bills haven't been to the Super Bowl, but they've won on the divisional weekend before. But it's all these new teams breaking through, new coaches, new quarterbacks, new clubs. It's intriguing.
I find the Bills wildly entertaining.
They are.
Josh Allen is one heck of a player.
Yep.
He's an all-time player. And the story out in the boonies of the Fresno area.
Oh, yeah.
Sending your
Yeah.
film, and only the Wyoming guy, Bold, decides, So he has to go to Wyoming.
Yep.
And he goes.
And he excels.
Yeah.
And then he ends up in Buffalo.
Right. Now he's making national commercials all over the place.
College football, we had on Cam Malloy, Chief Analytics Officer for Pro Football Sports Network. Wherever you get your podcast, go listen to that. He had takes on where the local guys are going to draft it. He thinks the Utes 2 tackles will both go top 15.
I saw one that had Lomu ahead of Fano.
That's crazy because Fano's been talked of as top 10 forever, but Loma was more later in the first round. But moving up.
We'll see in April.
The portal active. Celeste Moa, 5-star signee to Utah, enrolled for the winter semester at Utah last week and is already in the transfer portal. Early expectations are he'll follow Kyle Whittingham to Michigan.
Well, you can't say stagnant. You know, you tried the Utes for a week or so, and it's time. Especially if you get more cash.
There you go.
And I defy anyone to tell another person not to take more money. Oh, don't go for the money. Why not?
Someone else going to give it to me?
Yeah.
It doesn't solve all your problems, but the problems it solves them very well. BYU added multiple players in the portal.
Just as recently as today. Jake
Yak, you
Clifton,
want to rank
linebacker,
these in
Kansas State.
In order of importance?
Oh, the line. They got 2 linebackers, man.
Cade Uluwave is number 1.
Number one.
Local guy coming home from
He's
Cal.
friggin' Hurts. He's number 1.
He's hurt. So
Was he
and he's
Mount-
going to put a Hurts on the opponents.
Was he Mountain Ridge or Harriman? You said
Mountain Ridge.
Mountain Ridge.
He's a
Okay.
Sentinel. Yeah. So,
He's a sentinel.
Yeah.
so they bring him home. I think number 2, you'd put Paki Finau coming in from Washington as the number 2 guy.
Yeah.
2 other offensive linemen, Junior Sia, another Mountain Ridge Sentinel, by the way, coming.
Where's Mountain Ridge?
It's out in Harriman. It's right off the Mountain View corridor there. It's one of the
Are
newer
they
high schools.
Mormons?
Sure.
Well, that would make him a Latter-day Sentinel.
Latter days. Well done. Then you also have Zach Yamauchi, offensive lineman from
7 o'clock
Stanford.
listeners don't get this
I
kind of
know,
genius
they
on a
really
regular
don't.
basis.
Is he related to
Like-
Christie?
No, that's Yamaguchi, not Yamauchi.
Wow. Just change a letter here and there.
And then this morning, Jake Clifton, a guy who actually played 2 years of college football, joined the church, then decided to go on a mission. Now,
Which church?
the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, the Latter-day Sentinels, as
You're
you
not
like to
going to
call
top
them.
Latter-day Sentinel. You've already peaked. Just leave it alone for the rest of the segment. You're not topping Latter-day Sentinel. I could put up a poll here if you want.
Latter-day
but
Sentinel was a good
Latter-day
one.
Sentinel's going to win.
Yeah, that was good. Like, props to you, sir. And so he's the latest one this morning announcing he's coming to BYU.
And what, Mountain Ridge, you say?
The Clifton kid? He's
No. Was that the high school, Mountain Ridge?
Mountain Ridge High School, yeah.
I once, when my wife was coaching at the state's greatest school, she talked about Mountain Ridge, and I said, "Oh, well, that's up at Logan somewhere." It is not. It's in our region. I said, "It is not. No way." So about 15 minutes later, she comes out. See, I told you.
You got Mountain Ridge confused with Mountain Crest.
I didn't know.
Or you did,
I
it,
was
on,
gonna say,
or
no,
you
I
did
did-
it on purpose
I
just
didn't
to
know.
tweak her.
I didn't know. I got it confused. I knew
There's-
Mountain something.
There's a
Mount-
Mountain
Mount-
Crest.
Yeah, Mountain Crest
in
up
Hiram.
in
Yeah.
Hiram.
Okay, that's what I must
There's
have
Mountain
known.
Ridge in the Salt Lake Valley, and then
I've
my
never-
alma mater, Mountain
Mountain
View
View.
in Orem.
But that's an older school. I'd heard of
Yes.
that one. And
Mountain Ridge is newer.
About
It's
10 years old.
right?
now.
Yeah,
and I
probably
hadn't
10 now.
heard of it.
Yeah, no, and that's the thing. There's so many new ones opening up. We're opening 2 more next year, I think, high school-wise. So,
Oh, yeah?
one up in the Heber area called Deer Creek High School, and I believe, well, actually, no, the one just opened this year. It's Deseret Peak out in Tooele.
Yeah. Cool.
You should have heard of Mountain Ridge because they lost in the state playoffs to, wait for it, Corner Canyon.
When?
Just this most recent
All right,
playoffs.
but this was like 4 years ago.
Oh, okay. I didn't know it was that old story.
She's not
Yeah.
coaching now.
Oh, okay.
No, this was several years back.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it now.
And she lit into me, gave me a big "I told you so." And I actually took perverse pleasure that I got in her skin enough to go
Oh, I'm sure you did. Yeah, no doubt that at all.
research it.
He's not joking about that, people.
When I just threw something out that I couldn't have cared less about.
All right, DJ PK, we got to take a break. When we come back, your feedback next. Stay with us.
So I'd say that magic happens when Ainge lets everyone play.
Ah, there's Joe with the feedback after the Jazz get the win in Cleveland. Danny
Well,
Ainge making Austin, I guess now.
It's
making
a much
magic
better
happen.
team with their guys, obviously.
Yeah.
So yeah, and at times when they have their guys, they actually look good.
And last night was one of those
And
nights.
one of the things I meant to say earlier is that I thought last night Collier was outstanding.
Because?
Just his aggressiveness. He knows he's got speed. He reminds me a lot of being able to run with the basketball while dribbling of Andre Miller.
Yes, I knew you were going to go there. You're totally right. Totally right. And that
Strong
combination,
dude, hard to
that's,
knock him off course.
you cannot knock them off the ball. You can't bump them out of the paint. When they want to get in the paint, they get in the paint.
Yeah.
And they create open shots for other people. I've just been encouraged now, and they've been working with him on this, that they must have been, that he is finding, he used to get all the way into the paint deep and then either shoot or make the pass. And now, like at the free throw line, he's finding people early. And it changes the rhythm of the game. He's getting his teammates dunks and, yeah. DJ PK, we are brought to you in part by Sound Sleep Medical. Join hands and Scotty G today, new to 3. Sound Sleep Medical, 8941 South, 700 East in Sandy. If you want to see the Jazz a week from tonight, they're home against the Timberwolves. Call Jake Hatch right now. Yak is ready for you. 801-575-ZONE. 801-575-ZONE. Caller 12 wins a pair of tickets to see the Jazz and the Timberwolves right now. Give them a ring. Your feedback, more people weighing in on what's going on. We've got a lot of people talking about the transfer portal chaos this morning. And I told you that one about Jake Murphy posting Coach Witt's doing what he's supposed to be doing. Coach Scalley's doing what he's supposed to be doing. And if you don't like it, well, college football isn't for you. Because that's what it is now, and it isn't changing for the foreseeable future. Big 12 runner-up champ. Sounds nice in theory, but the Utes are losing P4 talent and signing a lot of G5 talent because they're NIL poor. Cougar fan, throwing the money around. Some people don't like to mention it. True Blue BYU has no problem mentioning it. He's in all caps because they're NIL poor.
I would disagree a little bit with what Jake Murphy says because I don't like the transfer portal, but I'm not out.
You're just going to not like it and stay here? But you're not in his mentions either, so he can probably live with that.
Well, I think that Kyle Whittingham doesn't like it. Bronco Mendenhall doesn't like it. But they're still in. Now, Kleiman at K-State didn't like it, and he literally got out. Okay.
Yes, his quotes, real blunt.
Yeah.
And he talked about it's not just me. I'm getting out because I can, but there are other guys doing it, but it's driving them crazy.
Agreed. And to an extent, as a Devil, why in the world would Sam Levitt leave? Doesn't that seem like a real good situation?
It does seem like a good
Look
situation.
what he did with Bo Nix.
It is a good situation.
Look what the coach did with Bo
Yeah.
Nix. And look what Bo Nix is now. But you left? So.
For an extra, $2 million, you think? I don't know. Maybe you've heard.
But I've accepted it.
Yeah.
And it drives you nuts. But I don't bat an eyelash. Well, of course he's leaving.
Did he leave for $2 million, or you think that's
I don't know, whatever.
Oh, okay?
I know that they weren't that upset. And I just told you and I think it's in a break, they got a defensive lineman. So they're trying to field a football team, not a quarterback team. And you only got so much money. They only have so much money. Texas Tech has way more, so they can do whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And they can give, what's-his-face, Swordsby $5 million to go play quarterback. Gee, that's crazy. But
this is where we are.
yeah. I've accepted it in a bizarre way.
We had people weighing in on the topic of BYU basketball drops 2 spots and out of the top 10 for the first time this season. Why the drop? And there's a lot of who cares when in March. Dan, the Aggie fan, says God is punishing them for chanting over Morgan Scalley. Look at the Aggies stirring it up.
Chanting over Morgan Scalley.
Yeah. Nah, that's just rivalry stuff in a game. Bob, it's just like the football team. They don't blow out their opponents. The basketball team squeaks by. Their wins weren't as impressive.
Didn't they just blow out Arizona State?
Well, winning is impressive.
And that is why they sit there at 11th.
Yeah. My thing is not to discuss whether they're 9th, 10th, or 11th, but my thing was to discuss, are they a top 10 team? Because top 10 teams usually have a fairly easy road to the Sweet 16. The Utes were a top 10 team in the 90s, and they almost always got to the Sweet 16 without a whole lot of sweat.
Right now, it looks like they'd be a 3 seed. So can they beat a 6 seed and get to that's where it sits now. I mean, they got to play Arizona a couple times, so Houston, Texas Tech, some of these big games can change that. Yeah, they may split them, and they may just end up right where they are.
Well, you said could.
Yep.
They'll all be fun games. I'm looking forward to it.
Yep. TCU first. That's the midweek game. Then Tech on the weekend.
Is that tomorrow? TCU's a decent team, though.
They are. But it's the kind of team that you think they would run into that caliber of team on the first week of the tournament, not on the second week. This is a game, if you're going to be a Sweet 16 team, you need to win this kind of game.
I would think that they would run into a team of lesser caliber in the first game.
Yes, I'd agree.
Lesser than TCU is right now.
Yeah, I think where BYU is going to be, they're going to find...
You said it's kind of a team you played.
The first week. But you're right, it would be the second game.
Okay,
it would be the second game because right now I'm anticipating BYU would be a 3 seed, give or take a little bit. But if you're a 3 seed, you're playing a 14, you're playing a league champ from one of the smaller leagues. And BYU's size and physicality...
They should pulverize them.
That should be a no-brainer.
Correct.
Right. So now you're playing a TCU type team in game number 2 for a spot in the Sweet 16.
Yeah.
All right, DJ and PK, but possibly Tech too. We'll have to see. All right, DJ and PK, it's 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone. Coming up next, Jake and Ben. They got tickets to give away at 10:30. If you want to see that Jazz game, stay with us.